I'm in the process of making a Deathstroke costume that can actually withstand a beating. I wanted this costume to be kind of a combination of the Arrow version of Deathstroke and the version from the Arkham games. It's also just gonna have a bunch of stuff that I just made up because it was easy to do. Anyway, here's the costume, and I'm gonna show you each bit individually in the order that I put it on when I'm dressing up. So the first thing that I put on is the stuff that goes underneath, which is the pants and the shirt. They're both really cheap. It's just some crappy like exercise black shirt I bought out of Kmart. Very easy. Plus it's black and slimming, so it makes me look very good for bikini season. The next thing that goes on is a motocross vest thing. Obviously it looked kind of like this before I modified it. I had to remove some of the fox symbols and I painted a lot of sections orange, and that's what it looks like after I've messed around with it. The gloves are just some fingerless workout exercise gloves. I mean, that's probably something I might change in the future and get some more kind of cool armored looking gloves, but that's what I got so far. Now over the top of the motocross armor I put on some hockey shoulder pads. They were Nike. They look like this before I painted them. I also, as well as painting, I stuck a bunch of straps on there. Mostly that was to cover up the Nike symbols, but it also just kind of gives the look of, you know, a lot more straps and pulleys than there actually are for the costume. If you look at the Arkham Origins version, there's straps coming out the wazoo. For the strap that goes across the chest, I just got this cheap luggage strap from like a cheap $2 store. For all the pockets and stuff, some of them I bought from Amazon, but I noticed you can just use old camera bags. I just bought these from like a second-hand store, and they were like $1 each. The next thing that I put on after that is the belt. The belt is possibly my favorite part of the costume because it's a golf belt. I give you a closer look. It looks really tactical, doesn't it? I mean, I did do some stuff to it, but that's golf tees in that section, and this bit, not a throwing knife, it's the thing that you put in the green to know where your ball is. It's just all golf stuff. I don't know, I found it at a second-hand store. It's $5. Attached to that belt is this gun holster thing. This isn't something I found at a second-hand store. I specifically bought this online. Probably the one thing that I really had to look for that was difficult to find some cheap thing that would work. Now the shoes are just kind of some work boots. I kind of want to get different boots for it, like have lace up, but at the moment these work fine. And the shin and knee armor is a cool kind of connected thing. I think it was for soccer? I have no idea, or maybe something. Do you need that much armor for soccer? Probably not. And from there I moved to the last part, which is the head. Now I've got a balaclava at the moment. I haven't got a head sock. It kind of looks stupid, I know, I'm sorry. Now the mask is the last thing I put on, mostly because it looks cool putting that on last, and secondly is because it's got one eye and it's hard as hell to see out of. If I put that on first, I wouldn't be able to put anything else on properly. I actually made this mask myself, and to be honest, it probably cost altogether about $5. And I got the tutorial. A friend of mine has a channel called Let's Make Stuff, and if you want to make it, I've made a Red Hood mask, I've made the Deathstroke mask, got another mask that I'm making. It's super easy. Go watch that video and you'll know how to make any flippin' mask on earth. Anyway, that's my whole Deathstroke costume so far. I'll probably change it in the future, but because it's actual stuff made for sport, you can like dance around in it, throw punches, get hit and stuff, and you're fine. If you've got any other cheap solutions for stuff that looks good on cosplay but actually doesn't cost $1,000 and take 500 years of your time to make, let me know in the comments. That's the end of the video. Goodbye.